So the first trailer for what was known as the Nintendo NX has just dropped, and the true name of Nintendo's newest console has been revealed. The Nintendo Switch. This video is just going to serve as a sort of first impression / immediate reaction type thing. So I'm just going to gush for a few minutes because I think I'm in love. So the Nintendo Switch is the last Nintendo system that featured heavy contribution from gaming legend Satoru Iwata, who sadly passed away in July of last year. Though Mr. Iwata is no longer with us, his legacy will live on through his many accomplishments in the gaming industry, and on October 20th, we got our first look at his last work. The trailer starts off with a guy in his apartment playing The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild while looking at a new looking gamepad. His dog barks and asks him for walkies, so he gets up and walks over to the console, and then he slides off the sides of the gamepad and puts them on the console, which looks to be just a screen kind of like the Nintendo Wii U gamepad. We see the Switch live up to its name because now this guy is playing Zelda on the go with pretty much the same quality as it was on his TV. Right off the bat, we're shown that not only will the Switch be both a console and a handheld device, it will also have different configurations that will lend to that feature. Next, we see a guy going to the airport, and we see that the Switch will be cartridge based, which honestly would be the only way it would work in my opinion. So we see this guy meeting up with a girl who also has a Switch, and they both compare games. We then see the same guy on a plane, and another configuration for the Switch. This time taking off the sides to be used as gamepads while the screen is held up with a kickstand. Also, I just thought it was pretty cool that when you take off the side parts and you use them as gamepads, they kind of look like the Wiimote and Nunchuck. Next, we get a look at the guy playing a third-party game that kind of looks like Skyrim, as well as another gamepad that I assume is for people who don't want to use the newer one. We get some more scenes of people using the Switch's different configurations, like a couple of friends playing what looks like Mario Kart 8 in the back of their friend's van, a group of guys using two Switch screens to play an NBA game. We see a woman playing what looks like a new Mario game, and she has a bunch of amiibos on her TV stand, which I'm gonna just assume means amiibos are gonna be a major thing with this console. She gets called over to a party with a group of friends, and once again we see one of the multiplayer configurations for the Switch. Now we get to the part of the trailer that blew my mind, not because it shows anything about the Switch exactly, but because it's just about a game that I thought would never get a sequel or never have anything else happen with it. So we see some guys working on a strategy for a game. We see one team that's American and one team that's Japanese. Then we finally get to the game that they're playing, and it turns out that it's Splatoon. So that either means we're getting a Splatoon sequel or a port to the Switch, but the bigger picture here for me, we're getting Splatoon on the go. I love Splatoon. That was like my favorite game for the Wii U, pretty much. So I can't really do a comprehensive review or give a real valid opinion of how I feel about the Switch until it comes out and I'm able to try it or buy it. But until then, I have no problem waiting until it gives more details. Like, there are some questions about it that remain unanswered, like touchscreen capability, if Wii U games will have cartridge ports for the Switch or will they be available through the eShop, stuff like that. But all that can wait. I just feel so good. Something about seeing a new creative thing that people work their asses off to make. Something that is part of a legacy of one of the greatest people to ever work in the gaming industry. Something that seems to push a huge focus on playing with family and friends in new and inventive ways. It just makes me feel hopeful for the future. Some final thoughts are that while I think learning the different configurations will take some getting used to, that specific feature seems like an interesting way to streamline gaming. There are a lot of unanswered questions, but the trailer served its purpose, so I'm fine with waiting to hear more about it. Those are my thoughts on the Nintendo Switch trailer. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. My name is Bobby, and you've been watching NerdMake.